So good morning once again, guys. Today we're going to finish the statement of cash flows. Let's have a brief review of what the statement of cash flow is. We said that it tells us of the sources and the uses of cash from operating, investing, and financing activities. Then for a particular period of time, for a specific period of time. In our problem, we were asked to construct the statement of cash flows for 2020. Okay, for 2020, and we started with asking the question, what do we need in order to be able to construct the statement of cash flows? Ano ba yung mga financial statements na kailangan natin para magawa natin yung cash flow statement for 2020? And then we said that we need these financial statements, the balance sheet of the current and the previous year. Itong dalawang to. And then we also need the income statement of the current year. If we don't have this, then we will not be able to construct the statement of cash flows. Okay, so for instance, for 2019, suppose we want to construct the statement of cash flows for 2019, then we need the balance sheet ng 2019 at saka balance sheet ng 2018, and then the income statement of 2019. So those are the documents that we need. Okay, now we said that for me, at least for me, I find doing this template a lot easier, okay, than directly going to the formal statement. Okay, I'm able to plan the statement of cash flows using this template. Okay, so how do we fill this template? We said that we start with the net income after tax. Okay, so we use the net income after tax of the current year, and we got that this 53,238 from the income statement of the current year. Now, we said that there are items here that are non-cash. So yung 53,238 hindi equal to cash yan. The net income after tax is not equal to cash. So take note of that. And so let me write that here. Just to make sure that we got this. So the net income after tax of 2020 is not equal to cash flow. Okay. However, we can convert that into cash flow. Why is it not equal to cash flow? Because in arriving at your net income after tax, in arriving at this value, there were some items that were added to it or subtracted to it that were non-cash. So yung mga items, guys, na dinagdag natin, yung above this net income after tax, any items here, okay, na dinagdag natin na non-cash, kailangan ibabawas natin dito yun. Okay? Suppose there was a revenue na non-cash. Example lang ha. Example only. Suppose that's 1,000 non-cash revenues. So we used that 1,000 and included it here. So sales kunyari to arrive at 53,238. Now since that's non-cash, dapat i-adjust natin tong 53,238 by removing that. Kailangan i-minus natin yon. Kasi dinagdag natin dito, hindi naman siya cash. On the other hand, if we have expenses that are non-cash, for instance, ang pinaka klaro example niyan is depreciation and amortization. This is definitely non-cash, and it has to be deducted from your sales, deducted to arrive at your net income after tax. Now, that's not a cash expense. So dapat i-add back natin yung 33,100 na yan. So that accounts for this one. Dinagdag natin itong 33,100 na depreciation expense in order to convert our net income after tax into cash. So ito cash na to, guys. And we need to convert it because this is statement of cash flows. We're looking here at the items that involve cash. Okay, then we went through the balance sheet items one by one. Short-term investments, we learned that that's financing kasi interest-bearing siya. Okay? And then, nag-increase yung cash, yung asset natin, di ba? From 3.6 to 3.8. Therefore, that's a use of cash. Nadagdagan yung investment natin. Ibig sabihin, nadagdagan yung paglabas natin ng pera. That's the same for your accounts receivable and your inventory. No? Nadagdagan si AR ng 13.5. Si AR, papasok siya sa operating. Okay? Ganun din si inventories, operating din siya. No? So, we now have, nag-increase si AR, nag-increase si inventories. So, those are uses of cash. Uses of cash. Kaya nga negative siya, then under operating siya. Then we have here, net fixed assets. Nag-increase siya from 315 to 330. So, there was a use of cash ng 15,750. And that will fall under investing. Moving now to the other balance sheet accounts in the liabilities and equity. Sabi natin, usually itong mga current liabilities, accounts payable, accruals, operating yan. Except dito may short-term na notes payable. Okay, a notes payable, guys, involves interest. So dito papasok yan sa financing. Okay? So tumaas si accounts payable, tumaas si accruals. So those are sources of cash. Kasi nangutang tayo eh. No? Nangutang tayo. Hindi pa natin binabayaran. Nasa sa atin pa yung cash na. Okay, same thing with the notes payable, guys. That means umutang tayo, nag-IOU tayo, tapos may interest ng 17,262. Okay, same thing, guys, with long-term debt. This is like bonds, no? Nag-increase from 90 to 94. So, financing din yan kasi interest-bearing yung long-term debt. So, it goes here as a source of cash. Okay, common stock, in case there's a change here, papasok yan sa financing din. Okay? And since wala naman siyang change, this is a zero. Linagay ko lang, guys, for you to know that pag nagbago yung common stock, hindi na papasok sa financing. Pag nag-increase yan, ibig sabihin may mga panibagong investment, so dapat source of cash yan. Pag nag-decrease, ibig sabihin use of cash kasi binayback ng company yung common stock na yan. Okay, retained earnings, guys, it will not enter the picture. Bakit? The difference of this is, ang difference nito is, what's the difference of that? 9938, di ba? Bakit hindi natin ipapasok dito yung retained earnings? Yung change yan, 9938, saan nanggaling yan? Dito nanggaling yan, guys. So, addition to retained earnings, 9938. Pero ito saan galing, yung 9938? Nanggaling dito yan, sa 53238. It came from this one, 53238. So, pag pinasok mo pa itong 9938, magdo-double counting na tayo. Kasi may 53238 na tayo dito eh. Okay? So, remember, guys, si 9938, part ng yan, galing sa 532, it came from 53238. Okay? All right. So, now, when we add everything, we have net cash provided by operations, net cash used by investing, and net cash provided by financing. The total is 78,650. Now, we have a problem kasi sabi natin, dapat ang total na to, dapat 2250. Dapat this should be equal to the change in your cash. Okay. So whatever change in cash is, it should be 2250 and not 78,650. So my question, guys, is overstated ba yung natin, yung changes natin sa cash flow or understated? Over or under na lang paki-chat, guys. Okay. Thank you, Eva. Okay. The rest, wala akong sagot. Okay. Richard, salamat. Okay. Everyone, please, paki-answer kung overstated ba o under. Thank you, Mark. Pia. Yan. Good. Mary, thank you. Salamat, guys. Salamat. I appreciate that. No? Ang request ko lang, guys, kung ganito kunyari, may simple questions ako, I would really appreciate you answering, no? Feedback. through the chat or through a raise of hands or unmute nyo yung sarili nyo. Kasi it means that for me at least, ibig sabihin na andyan kayo, you're with me. You are listening, and that's really very important to me. I really appreciate that. Okay, so overstated tayo kasi 78,652, no? Dapat 2250 lang. Okay, so we'll have to adjust this. Dapat, ang goal natin, dapat maging 2250 yan. Okay, no other number, guys, is acceptable. Dapat 2250 yan. Okay, so we're still overstated. Okay, let's start, guys, adjusting yung template natin. My first clue is this. Okay, meron dito sa income statement, guys, meron dyan na hindi pa natin i-incorporate dito sa template natin. So what is it in the income statement which should also form part of the template of the statement of cash flows? Okay, take a look, inspect your income statement. Ano dyan? Is there any item there, guys, na dapat kasama dapat dun sa statement of cash flows na hindi pa natin sinasama? I would appreciate a guess, answer. Okay, so tingnan natin ha. So may nag-chat, let's see. Mark, thank you. Okay, Mark, thank you for your, bakit Mark sales? Kindly explain please, pati si Hans sales then.
Sir, it's like a form of revenue that could still be converted to cash.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mark, for your answer. I appreciate really your participation. Pero check natin, Mark. Let's see if our answer will change kung i-analyze natin. Di ba ito yung natin, ito yung kinuha natin, yung net income after tax. Di ba? We got this. But the question, class, is how did we arrive at the net income after tax? Paano ba natin nakuha yan, yung net income after tax? Di ba it came from the top, di ba? Nag-sales muna, tapos nagbawas ng expenses, binawas yung depreciation and amortization, binawas yung interest expense, binawas yung taxes, no? To arrive at this one. Okay. So Mark, back to my question a while ago, na-consider na ba yung sales in arriving at 53,238? Has it already been accounted for? What do you think, based on our discussion? Okay. Okay, yes. Thank you, Mark. No? Thank you, Mark. Okay, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Hans. So, yung sinabi ni Mark na sales, okay, that might be true. However, we were asking the question na kung sa net income after tax na to, may mga items ba dito na hindi pa natin nasama? Sales has already been included, no? In fact, doon ang galing lahat eh. Tapos nagbawas-bawas lang tayo to arrive at 53,238. Therefore, guys, itong 53,238, it's a part of this 945. Diba? So it's part of that. So saan ang galing tong 53,238? Dito sa sales na 945. Okay? All right. Okay, Eva, ano yung answer mo dito sa sa okay. Treated as source of cash. Bakit source of cash? Dividends. Bakit siya naging source of cash? Eva, could you kindly explain your answer? Bakit siya naging source of cash?
No, I think it's a use of cash po. Pero sa cash flow statement, we treated it as a source.
Okay.
We did not subtract it.
Okay. So, in other words, ang sinasabi ni Eva, hindi pa na-consider yung dividends dito. Diba? Kasi net income after tax pa lang to eh. Na-consider na ba natin dividends dito? Eva, na-consider na ba yung dividends dito sa template natin? Has it been reflected here? Okay, not yet. Okay, tanongin kita ha. Is dividends cash-based? Does it involve cash?
Yes po.
Okay, yes, you're correct. Very good, no? So, ano ginagawa sa cash dyan? Papasok ba sa company yan o palabas?
Palabas po.
Palabas. So, is it a source of cash or a use of cash?
Use po.
Correct. Thank you, Eva. No, it's a use of cash. Therefore, may dividends ba tayo dito, guys? Do we have dividends here? Na-reflect na ba yung dividends dito? Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Basti. Thank you, Eva. The rest, Ada pala, sorry. Ada, Eva, thank you so much. No? Hindi pa natin Mika, salamat, no? Okay, Hans, thank you. Basti, thank you. All right. So hindi pa natin nababawas dito yung yung dividends na to na 43,300. Okay? And since I asked you a while ago, does this involve cash? Yes, this is cash, no? And this is cash that the company issues to the shareholders. Therefore, labas ng pera to. Kaso wala pa dito, no? So that's the reason why overstated tayo. 78 instead of 2250. Kasi hindi pa natin nabawas yung dividends dito. No? And hindi pa siya nabawas, guys, kasi dito lang tayo huminto kanina, no? Up to net income after tax. Hindi na natin tiningnan yung sa mga ilalim. Okay? So dapat ito, guys, ima-minus natin to. Right? Kasi this is cash. Common dividends. How about 9938? Dapat ba natin ipasok dito yan sa template natin? Okay, any guess? Any answer? Para clear tayo, ha? Ito 9938 ba to? Wala rin siya dito, di ba? Kailangan ba natin ipasok din dito yan? Okay, Mark, no. Bakit kaya Mark? Bakit no?
Sir, because it's not like it doesn't involve cash.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're correct, no? Thank you, Mark, for that answer. And there is also si Ada, no. Si Hans, no. Salamat, guys, ha. Okay, they're correct, no? So si Mark, si Ada, si Hans, they're correct in saying that yung 9938 na to, hindi na isasama dito yan. And the obvious answer is, lagay natin muna, no? So first, I'm going to put dito nang sa ilalim, dividends paid. Dividends paid. Kasi that involves cash, no? Okay, saan siya pupunta, guys? Operating, investing, financing. Where should we put it? Operating, investing, or financing? Okay, you can unmute yourself or Eva, financing. Okay, yan. Thank you so much, no? Eva, Mika, Hans, Basti, you're correct, no? Financing yan. Kasi financing decision yan, di ba? Sila yung gagawa ng decision kung mag-i-issue ba ng dividends o hindi, no? So we put it under financing. Source of cash, use of cash. Plus or minus? Minus. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Eva. Okay. Use of cash. Basti, thank you. Ada, thank you. So that should be negative kasi use of cash yan. Nag-issue ng dividend yung company, ibig sabihin naglabas ng cash yan. Yan. All right, so we now have it here, no? 43,300. Okay. Now, balik ako sa question ko kanina, yung retained earnings ba, itong 9938, dapat ba ipasok dito? Hindi, guys. Kasi andito na si net income natin, 53. Andito na si si dividends, negative 43. If you sum this up, 53 at saka negative 43, it will give us this one, 9938. 53 less 43, ito yun, 9938. So, andito na guys yung 9938. Pag ipasok pa ulit natin, magdo-double counting na tayo. Kasi 53 less 43, that's already your addition to retained earnings, no? Yung sum ng dalawang yan, kasi positive to at saka negative yung isa. Okay? So, hindi natin ipapasok yung 9938 dito in anywhere here, kunyari operating, kasi guys, andiyan na yan. It's already considered. Okay? Alright. So, clear so far, guys? Pause muna ako, Clear so far? Yung 43,300 na yan? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Basti. Thank you. Okay. Yung iba, guys, clear ba so far? Paki-chat naman, please. Okay. Thank you, Mario. Iva, thank you. Ada, salamat. Bea, okay, good. Kristen, thank you. Mary, thank you. Mika, thank you. Okay, Matt, yan. Salamat guys ha. Sana lahat guys, minsan sinasabi ko, sana all hands, thank you. Sana everyone responds to my query, to my question. Kasi why I ask this guys? Kasi reinforcing din para sa akin yun. And sometimes it makes you, it encourages you to ask questions. Okay, sabi ko nga guys, dito learning journey tayo, no? So no question here will be treated as a secondary question, an important question. Lahat ng questions dito importante kasi you know why? Because it comes from you. Iba-iba tayong learning space, no? Some of you nakuha no kagad lahat, o iba hindi pa, needs more explanation. Perfectly fine, guys. And I'm here to encourage you to ask questions, and I'm here also to, ang pinaka role ko na you're able to get it, no? Okay? So even if it has, if you need to ask questions about it, in fact, I'd like to encourage that. I greatly encourage you to do that. Okay, so are we okay now, guys? Is our statement of cash flows okay already? Yung template natin, okay na ba? Okay na ba to? Kompleto na tayo? So, Mark? Bakit yes, Mark? Bakit no, Mark? Bakit no, Mark? Bakit hindi pa okay? Ayun, yes. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Hindi pa tayo equal, guys. So, 35,350 tayo. Sabi natin dapat 2250. Okay, sige, ilagay nga natin dito. So, total dapat, link natin, ang total natin so far, 35. Okay. Dapat, ang change in cash natin, change ng cash, okay, it's equal to 2250. Okay. So, ang variance natin, ang difference, no? Our variance is this one minus this one. Okay, so meron tayong variance at 33,100. Okay. Okay, thank you, Ada. Thank you. Mark. Okay, sorry. Sige, thank you, Mark. Thank you. All right. So hindi pa tama si Mark, hindi pa tayo we're not yet done kasi 35,350 to eh. Overstated pa rin tayo. We have to bring this down to 22,500. And the variance is 33,100. Okay. So take a look at our template. Anything here, guys, which you think we should be adjusting in order to make this two equal? Dapat yung net change in cash natin dito should be equal to 2250. Okay, anything there, guys? Any suggestion? 33,100. May overstated yung 33,100 eh. Do you see something in our template? It's a template natin, which pag in-adjust siguro natin yan, mag-i-equal tayo. 33,100 yung difference. Overstated tayo ng 33,100. So, saan kaya yon? Oh, depreciation, Wendy. Okay. So, sa tingin mo, Wendy, anong gagawin natin? Kasi overstated tayo ng ng 33,100. And you correctly pointed out that it's the 33,100, no? Okay, so what do you think, what do you suggest we do? Anyone, guys? Suggestion kung anong gagawin natin? Okay. All right, depreciation subtracted. Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you, Ava. All right, lesson. Thank you, Ada. Tatanggalin natin to. Okay, that's the answer, guys. No, minus. Thank you, Basti. Eh kung tanggalin natin to, I'm gonna remove it, guys. 33,100. What happens to our net cash? 2250. Yan, equal na. So wala tayong variance. All right, guys, clear yan so far? Okay, so okay na tayo, no? balance na tayo. Okay? Pause muna ako guys para to make sure that everybody is on the same place. Okay? Just take it out. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Ada. No? So, clear tayo so far, guys. Kasi nag-balance na tayo, no? Tinanggalan natin yung yung overstated na depreciation dito. Oh, kasi may question si Mika kasi sabi niya kasi kanina nung babalik ko control Z. No? Kanina nung andi dito yung depreciation 33,100 nung chinek natin yung balances natin, sobra tayo overstated tayo. Ano yung difference? Yung 33,100. Okay? So, sabi natin, tinignan natin, ano yung andi dito? Ano ba yung dapat i-adjust natin dito? Itong 33,100. So, ang sinadjust natin, tanggalin natin. So, when we remove this, guys, nag-okay na siya. Nag-balance na siya. Okay? Okay, so may question dito. Pwede yon? Yes. Okay? Why did we remove it? Yun nga, kasi hindi siya balance. So, wala po talagang, base yung question mo, paki-share sa lahat. Okay, thank you, Basti. No? So wala po talagang depreciation sa cash flow statement. Oo, kasi pag andi dito yan, no, hindi tayo magbabalance, no? Kaya tinanggal natin para nag-balance tayo. Okay, clear so far, guys? Paki-chat naman kung yes, so clear so far. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mika. Yung iba, guys. Yan, okay. Very good, very good. Salamat Salamat for the feedback. Yan, thank you. Okay. All right, so we're ready now to construct the statement of cash flows. Let's have a quick review lang, no, na ginawa natin, no? So ito, ginagawa natin to as a template lang. Hindi ito yung formal statement of cash flows. Ito yung formal statement of cash flows na which we're going to do later on, no? Okay, so what did we do? We use this template. Sa exam nyo, ang suggestion ko, gawin nyo rin to para mas mabilis, no? Para, at saka, pag, mas madali mag-correct dito kasi nakikita natin lahat side by side, no? Magkakasama. Okay, so how do we do the statement of cash flows? We start first with this template, operating, investing, financing. And nagsisimula lagi tayo sa net income after tax. So we pick this up, 53,238. Okay? So I'm going to shoot rapid questions, guys. Pakibilisan ng chat ng answer. Okay, question number 1. Is 53,238 yung sa net income after tax? Cash? Cash ba siya? Yes or no? Yes or no lang? No. Good. Good. Yan. Good. Yan. Okay. Ano tayo? Rapid tayo, guys. Rapid. Ayan. Salamat. Salamat. Okay. You're correct, guys. No. It's not cash. Okay. So, do we need to adjust this so that it becomes cash? Yes or no? Remember, we're constructing the statement of cash flows. So, do we need to adjust this? Yes or no? Come on, guys. Yes or no lang? Yes or no? Do we need to adjust the net income after tax? Yes. Okay, correct, guys. Mark, Ada, thank you. The rest, guys? Anong answer nyo? Yes. Okay, good, good. Okay, Basti, thank you. Hans, Mika, salamat. Eva, thank you. All right. Okay, so kasi guys, yung 53,238 na yan, yung net income after tax, hindi cash yan. Bakit? Kasi may mga binawas tayo dyan o may mga dinagdag tayo na non-cash. Therefore, making it not equal to cash. So in order to adjust this again, guys, for the nth time, kung may dinagdag tayo, which affected 53,238 na hindi naman dapat dinagdag kasi hindi siya cash, ibawas natin. Kung may binawas tayo, guys, na non-cash, dapat i-add back natin. Okay? Which here, guys, was subtracted or added from cash, from net income after tax, which made this 53,238 non-cash. Ano dito, guys? Sa 53,238. Paki-chat na lang. Okay. Again, guys, ano tayo? Rapid questions. Okay? Ano yung answer? Actually, alam nyo na yan, no? Question ulit. Yung net income after tax, 53,238. Okay, meron ba tayong binawas dito o dinagdag dito na dapat i-reverse natin yung ginawa natin kasi non-cash yun? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mika. Yes. So Mark, ano yun? What was that? Eva, thank you. Mika, thank you. Yan, Mark, thank you. Depreciation. Correct. So depreciation, guys. Non-cash on depreciation. So dapat ibabalik natin, no? Okay, so dapat yung second step natin dito, we have to add back depreciation. Okay? So add it back. Magkano? 33. Yan, add it back. There you go. Okay, so okay na tayo dito, no? And the rest, hindi natin re-reviewin kasi nagawa na naman natin to. Okay? So are we okay now, guys? Can we now construct our statement of cash flows? Pwede na? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. All right. Hans, bakit na natin pwedeng i-state? Oh. Alam, may question dito si Ava, tsaka si Mark. Ano yung hindi equal, Ava? Hindi equal saan? Oo, in-add back natin. Tapos, Ava, ano yung hindi siya equal? Sa 2250. Saan yung 2250? Sa baba. Is that what? Okay, Ava, I got it. 35. Ay, oo nga, no? Nako. Oo nga, nakalimutan ko tinan to, So 35, ito, 2250. Ay, may variance tayo. Overstated tayo. Okay, we have to address this, guys, kasi hindi pa pwedeng hindi equal to Okay, so let's go back here. Ano ba yung ano? Okay. Ano ba yung 33? Meron bang 33,100 dito? Ito, guys, ito, depreciation and amortization. Okay? Ito yun. So what do we do with this, guys? What do we do with this? Overstated tayo, so kailangan, okay, tatanggalin natin. Okay, delete natin. Okay, delete. Okay, so okay na tayo, guys. Ayun, okay na, nag-balance na. So we're done, no? We're done. Good. Okay, so just a quick review, guys. Again, pag naggagawa tayo ng statement of cash flows, mas maganda i-performa natin. Operating, investing, financing, and then we always start with the net income after tax. So ililink lang naman natin yan sa income statement natin, no? So this is 53,238, ililink natin siya. Okay, 53,238 nakalink dito. Okay, but remember, guys, when you construct your income statement, may mga items dyan na non-cash, no? Baka may sales or revenue na dinagdag na non-cash na dapat natin ibawas, o may mga expenses na binawas na dapat natin i-add back. So meron ba sa income statement natin na non-cash na ginamit natin to arrive at the net income after tax? Meron ba? Meron ba, guys? Is there anything here that's non-cash which we used? Yan, Ava. Thank you. Ava, thank you. Ada, thank you. Depreciation, di ba? Depreciation is non-cash. Hans, thank you. Mark, thank you. Depreciation. So what do we do with this depreciation? We subtracted this in order to arrive at the net income. So that's what made this net income after tax not equivalent to cash. So what do we do with this depreciation, guys? Kasi minus natin yan. What do we do with that? Pag sinabtract natin, kasi sinabtract na natin dito yan di ba? So pag sinabtract ulit natin, sige, tingnan natin ang suggestion is subtract natin yung depreciation na 33. Okay, 33. Isasubtract ko, guys, sinabtract ko, negative. Okay, ano nangyari? Okay. Nako, hindi pa rin, no? Hindi pa rin. Okay, may sinabi dito sino nagsabi dito? Okay, Hans, yung comment mo, pakilagay dun to everyone. Okay, yung comment ni Hans at saka yung comment ni Mark, no? Okay. So, but Ada, thank you so much for the answer, for the suggested answer. Sabi ni Mark, sabi ni Hans muna, isn't the depreciation added? Hans, bakit dapat i-add siya? Which is the same comment as Mark, no? Hans? Okay. Yeah, you're correct, no? Sabi ni Hans, sinabtract na siya to arrive at the net income after tax, no? Kaya nga natin i-adjust siya So we have to adjust it by adding it back, no? Add back natin. Okay. Yan. We're done, guys. We're done. Okay, tapos na tayo. Okay? All right. So are we now ready to construct our statement of cash flows? Mark, ano tong ano ibig sabihin nitong ano? Ano yung symbol na to?
Sir,
Ano no?
wait lang po, may question po ako. Kasi the reason why na sinubtract po natin siya kanina is
Oo.
para mag-equal doon po sa baba, yung
Oo.
2,250. So, adding
Oo.
him back there, adding depreciation back there, means
Oo.
unequal
Ay!
na naman po ulit.
Sorry,
So,
ano,
yeah.
ano ba yan? Naku, ano ba yan? Ang kulit ko naman. Oh. Teka mo na, tagutin ko yun. Sino yun? Si Ada, ikaw ba yun? Iba?
Yes po. So, saan po siya i-add?
Okay. Andali. Mark, ano, gusto ko lang, curious lang ako, ano ibig sabihin ng symbol na to, Mark?
It's crying po.
Crying ba yan? Ayan. Ay, may natutunan ako ngayon. Mukha ba siya umiiyak? Ha? Kasi ano, yung, okay yun. Okay, so may natutunan akong ano, yung, kasi smiley lang yung alam ko at saka yung frown eh. Okay, ngayon, crying. Okay. Mark, teka muna. Mark, ba't ka naiiyak? Mark?
Sir, kasi pabalik-balik ka na, sir.
Di naman kasi
Ayun,
ulit equal.
Oy, salamat nahalata nyo na gino-good time ko na kayo naginigimik ko kayo.
Not today, sir.
Not today. Oo nga, ano, balik lang ako ng balik, di ba? Tapos ano, ayun, prank daw ulit. Tama, ang kulit ko, ano, guys, ano, tatanggalin, tapos ibabalik, tapos tatanggalin, tapos babalik. Okay, serious na tayo. Okay, ito guys, tama itong net income after tax at saka depreciation and amortization. Tama yan, guys. Okay? So, lalagyan ko na ng, ano yan, ng shade. Ibig sabihin, wag na natin gagalawin yan kasi tama yan. Okay? Tama yung net income after tax. Tama din dapat na i-adjust natin siya. Okay? Kasi yung net income after tax, hindi siya cash. Therefore, we have to adjust that by adding back depreciation and amortization. Ergo, guys, yung mali dito na 33,100, it's not coming from this one. Hindi dito. Saan ang gagaling yun? Okay? So, bawal nating ano, touch move na to guys touch move. So, ito, hindi na natin pwedeng galawin yan, no? Cast in stone na yan. Okay? Touch me not na yan guys, touch me not. Touch move na yan. Okay? So, hindi na natin pwedeng balikan yan kasi tama yan. Okay? Saan nagagaling guys yung error pa natin na 33,100? Okay. Pwede nagkataon lang na 33,100 on depreciation and amortization. Pero, again guys, this is correct already. Add back natin. So, the error should have come from another source. Okay, so sabihin ko lang guys kung saan nanggaling yan. Yung error guys nanggaling dito. Ito. Here. Yan. Sinet. Oops, sandali Dito, si net fixed assets. Diyan nanggaling yung error natin. Okay, I'll explain why. Okay. So we're saying that the company invested in 15,750. Sa totoo lang guys, hindi ito yung ininvest nila, kaya mali yan. Bakit guys? Kasi kinukuha natin from net fixed assets. When you want to compute for the actual na ininvest ng company, you should not use net fixed assets. Dapat ang kukunin natin guys yung fixed assets at cost. Diyan natin titingnan. Okay? So let me illustrate this. Maggagawa lang tayo ng ng hypothetical na values, no? Suppose the fixed asset at cost in 2020 was 100. And then in 2019, 60 lang yan. Okay? So what does that tell us, no? It tells us that the change, okay, which is equal to 100 minus 60, ang change is equal to 40. So therefore, guys, it tells us that ang actual investment is 40. Ito dapat yung papasok sa investing. Dapat titingnan natin dun sa original acquisition cost. However, guys, sa balance sheet kasi, di ba, pinapakita yung at cost, tapos pinapakita din yung contra asset niya, accumulated depreciation. Okay, let's suppose that this is 40, and this is, let's say 20. No? or 30. Okay. So that's 30, 60. Okay, pwede na yan. So noong 2019, ang accumulated depreciation niya 30, tapos nadagdagan ng depreciation expense, naging 40 accumulated. Okay, therefore, we can now have here the net fixed asset. Okay, net fixed asset natin dito ilan? So we subtract 100 minus 40, 60. Okay, 30 to. Okay, so ang ano natin ngayon, ang oops, sandali. This is equal to this minus this. Oops. This minus, oops, is equal to this minus this. Okay. Now, what did we do, guys? Ang ginawa natin kanina sa statement of cash flow and performance natin, ito yung kinuha natin. Okay? What we got was the net fixed assets. Okay? And it's not really the investment, guys. Ang investment, makukuha natin yan dun sa cost mismo. This one. But the problem is, ang binigay lang sa atin, itong net fixed assets. Okay? Ang alam natin, beginning ito 30, ang end 60. Okay? Hindi lang natin alam kung ano na nangyari dito sa in-between niya. Okay? But the good news is that we can compute for that. Okay? So, andi dito guys, okay? Pakibago na lang yung yung net fixed assets beginning. Okay, baguhin natin yung and then this, completuhin natin to acquisition, and then dagdagan natin to disposal, and then depreciation, kompleto ko na lang para mas clear, and then net fixed assets, and alright, yan. Okay, now, ang kailangan natin malaman, magkano ba to? Magkano yung binili, no? Magkano yung binili ng company? And we can trace that here, dito sa flow na to. So, how much was net fixed assets at the beginning? At the beginning, net fixed assets was 315, no? Yan. Ito yung end ng 2019 or beginning of 2020, 315. Acquisition magkano? Ito hindi natin alam. Okay? Nung sinubtract natin to, we assume that it was 15,750, which was wrong. No? Hindi yan ang ano talaga ang ininvest. No? Okay, so this is unknown. Ito yung susolve natin. Disposal. Okay, pag may, ibig sabihin guys, yung disposal, yung nagbenta, binenta natin siguro yung old equipment. So pag may disposal, dapat ima-minus din natin yan sa fixed assets. No? Kasi ibig sabihin ng disposal, binenta natin yung part of the equipment, so dapat mababawasan yung natin, yung fixed asset natin. But since we have no information here about any disposal, so we will assume that this is 0. Okay? Kung merong amount yan, lalagyan natin ng negative, no? Negative. And then depreciation, okay? So since we subtract depreciation, guys, so dapat in-negative natin to, negative. Depreciation is 33,100. Oops. Yan. Okay, sandali May question? Okay, sige. Basti Sambanda. Okay, ulitin ko na lang. Sige, okay. Okay, so there's a question here to repeat my explanation. Sandali lang guys, maglalagay lang ako dito ng -1. Tapos ikakopy ko lang tong format na to dito. Tapos tanggalin ko to. Alright. Let me explain again, guys. Ang gusto natin malaman kung magkano ba talaga in-invest. Kasi if we use the net fixed assets in order to determine yung investments, okay, magkakaroon tayo ng problema. It will give us the wrong answer. Magiging tama lang yan, guys, kung walang acquisition. Okay? Pero may acquisition tayo kasi nag-move nga yung di ba? Nag-move nga yung value ng net fixed assets natin yan. So we don't use the net fixed assets, guys, to determine kung magkano yung investments, no? Yung acquisition. Okay, so nagsimula tayo 315, nagdagdag ng acquisition, kung magkano to hindi pa natin alam. Ima-minus natin si disposal, kaso wala naman disposal, walang given information na ganun. Ima-minus natin si depreciation. Okay? So at the end, guys, makukomputa natin si top and bottom border. Makukomputa natin si net fixed assets ending. So it's just equal to, pwede natin isum lahat to. No? Kasi naka-negative nitong si depreciation. No? So we just sum everything, sum up, and then this one. No? Pwede rin naman guys, i-positive na to, tapos ima-minus siya dito. No? So either way guys, that will be fine. Okay. So lumalabas dito guys, sa yung net fixed assets natin at the end is 281,900. So ibig sabihin guys, kung hindi tayo bumili ng net fixed assets, dapat ang ending natin 281,900. Kaso hindi guys eh. Ibig sabihin nun, may laman dapat to. Kasi dapat, ano ba dapat yung ending natin? Our ending should be 330,750. Yan ang ending natin dapat, no? Kasi yun eh, binigay na sa atin. Net fixed assets ending is 330,750. Okay, ngayon 281,900 lang. Okay, ang question, magkano kaya yung acquisition? So dapat ang lumabas sa ending dito 330,750. Okay, pwede natin i-algebra very quickly. So anyone, guys?
Sir, what's the question po?
The question is, how much is the acquisition? Kasi kailangan natin malaman to kasi yun ang ilalagay natin dito. No? Okay. Okay, my answer si Mika, si Ava, si Mika, si Richard, okay, si Ada. Okay? So pili lang ko dito Richard, bakit naging 48,850? Can you share to the class kung paano mo nakuha yung 48,850?
Sir, the end net fixed asset, the 330,750 minus, what was the one again? Minus 281,900.
Okay. Thank you, Richard. You're correct, no? So, if Aba, Mika, Richard, Ada, and Basti, you're all correct, no? 48, may sumugod pa ba sa taas? Okay. 48,850. That's right, guys. Okay, kasi ang ginawa nila, they just got the difference, no? Kasi 281 lang lumalabas, tapos 330 to. Okay, so kulang, no? Kulang yung ano natin, kulang yung acquisition. So if I put here 48,850, okay, we now get 330,750. Okay, so that should now be the investment in fixed assets, no? Okay, now sometimes pag simple lang ganito, okay lang kasi you just subtract yung ending at saka yung actual na ending dapat, no? Okay, but let me teach you another way to do this, no? In case na mas complex yung mga questions. Okay, in case yung mas complex yung mga questions tapos may involved pa na kunyari multiplication tapos subtraction. Pag ganun kasi guys, pag may multiplication and subtraction na o division, hindi na pwedeng ginawa natin kanina, no? Hindi na pwede kasi ito straight addition lang to, no? But if there are other operations like multiplication, division, that will no longer work. Yung ima-minus lang natin dito. Okay, so I hope that's clear, no? So let me show you another method na mas complete siya, na mas you can use it kahit may multiplication, may division, for as long as tama yung model natin, tama yung pag-formula ni dito, no? So may I ask guys, if you have used this before? Goal seek. Okay, so quickly lang guys, kung yes or no. Have you used this goal seek function before? Okay, let's see the chat. Okay, good. Thank you so much. How about the rest, guys? I'd like to also see your Yan, salamat, no? Thank you. Thank you for answering, guys. Kasi I love that answer, no? Kasi number one, you're coming from honesty. Number two, it's an opportunity to learn. So today, guys, we're going to learn how to make use of goal seek. So ang gagawin natin sa goal seek, hindi tayo yung hindi tayo magko-compute. We will let Excel compute. Okay? Ang sasabihin natin kay Excel, okay, gawin mo nga itong kasi ang lumalabas dito, guys, di ba? 281,900. Can you make this equal to 33750 by changing this cell? So sinasabi natin kay Excel, kasi walang value to ngayon, no? Lagyan mo nga ng value to para itong net fixed asset end namin maging 330,750. Okay, so that's what we're asking Excel to do. Which, as I said a while ago, you could have easily just gotten the difference, which is what Richard and the rest did, no? Kinuha nila yung difference, tapos yun na linagay ni dito, tama na tayo, no? However, that will work only kapag addition lang tayo, no? Addition, subtraction. But when it now involves multiplication and division, hindi na pwede yun, no? So let's do goal seek. Okay, so please click your data, yung tab natin dito na data. Tapos under data, guys, you'll see here sa bandang right side, meron tayong, here with me, it's in forecast, and then what if analysis. Okay, so if you see this, if you click this, you'll have three functions here: scenario manager, goal seek, ito yung kailangan natin, at saka yung data table, which we're going to use in the future. Okay, so goal seek muna tayo. So paki-chat nga, guys, kung nakita nyo to. Okay, kindly chat, guys, so that yes, okay, thank you. Salamat. Okay, good. Okay, the rest, guys, nakuha nyo na ba yung what if analysis na goal seek? Okay, yan. Thank you so much. All right, so what if analysis, okay, goal seek. Yan, so we have this box, no, dialog box dito. So mayroong tatlong hinihingi sa atin dito, ano? Okay, salamat. Thank you. All right, three parameters that's being asked. Set cell to value by changing cell. Notice yung dalawa dito, guys, may spreadsheet icon dito na maliliit. It means you can link this. So for example, if I put it here, tingnan nyo no? It follows kung saan ko siya linilink, no? Okay. How about this one, guys? Ito, you cannot link it, no? Kasi walang spreadsheet icon dito, ibig sabihin, ita-type natin yan. Tapos ito, linkable din siya, so we just link it anywhere. No? Okay, so now we have to determine set cell. Okay? Ano ba yung pinapaan natin kay Excel? Set cell. Pag set cell, ang ibig sabihin yan, guys, alam dapat natin kung ano yung answer dyan. So ano yung pinapaset natin? Can you tell me which in our model are we setting? Anong cell address niya? Okay, we have some answers here. Oops. Okay, 038, yeah. Acquisition, yun ang natin, Basti, yun ang changing cells natin. Okay? Yeah, thank you. You're correct, guys. Tama, 038. Ito yung pinapaset natin kay Excel, no? So sabi natin, iset mo nga ito, okay, to what value? Sabi natin yung sineset natin, yung alam na natin yung value. Ang value niya, ita-type natin kasi hindi siya naka-link, no? 330750. Okay, so we're telling Excel, i-set mo nga itong net fixed asset end to 330750. By changing what cell? Anong change natin? Okay, anong cell, guys, ang pinapa-change natin? Okay, that should be your 035. Thank you, Eva. No? Thank you. Yung acquisition, correct. Thank you, Richard. Okay, thank you, Mika. You're correct. So yung acquisition or your 035. Thank you, Basti. So we're correct here, no? Acquisition dapat. So dapat ito, guys, dapat ito siya 035. Oops, na doble. Yan. Okay? So i-print ko muna to, Control Alt print screen para mamaya lumabas yung dialog na to. Okay, solve. There, okay? 48,850. So siya na mismo yung nag-solve para sa atin. So parang sabihin nyo, baka sabihin nyo na parang hindi ko na kailangan gamitin si Goalseek kasi pwede ko namang kunin yung difference lang eh. Okay? Pwede yun guys. Nothing wrong with that. Pag addition na lahat o subtraction. Pero pag ano na yan guys, may mas complex na, may multiplication na, may division na, hindi na pwede yan. Okay. So okay. Control V ko lang. Okay, ito na yung ano natin. Because I'm going to share this Excel file with you. So ilalagay ko lang to, no? So that you know kung ano yung Goalseek natin, no? Okay, so it's 48,850. Okay? 48,850 tapos equal na siya. Okay, so therefore guys, yung 48,850, we have to replace this and then this is equal to minus 48,850. Acquisition kasi yan, no? Okay. So we now have 48,850 here. So, okay na ba tayo guys? Paki-check nga yung template natin. And then paki-chat if we're okay already. Ayan. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, pwede na finally. Yun. Okay na. Thank you, Ada. Alright. So, we're now okay, guys. We're good. Kasi, ayan, 2250 na. Okay, 2250 na. Ang ibig sabihin na, Eva, kindly share your question, no? Okay. Kailan po nagkaka-acquisition? Now, acquisition means bibili, no? Bibili ng fixed assets. No? Bibili ng fixed assets. So, normally naman, nag-i-invest yung company sa mga fixed assets. Okay? So, usually yan. Siyempre, di ba sa accounting process, pag bumili ng fixed assets, i-record yun, i-journalize yun. Okay? So, yung acquisition, again guys, it's an investment of the company on fixed assets. So, of course, it depende yan sa needs ng company. Kunyari, may bagong technology and they need to upgrade their machinery. So, yun ang mga reasons kung bakit nagkakaroon ng acquisition. Okay, yun yung reason kung bakit yung mga companies bumibili ng panibagong equipment, panibagong, kunyari, land, no? Okay? Alright, thank you, Eva, for your question. Okay, so, any more questions about that? Okay na tayo? Okay, we're okay now? Yes, yeah, you're correct, no? Basti. Again, Basti, paki-share, please. Your answer is correct. Pero kindly share with your classmates. Yeah, that's correct. Upgrading purposes, no? Upgrading purposes, it can be that kung outdated na yung equipment nila, okay, gumagamit pa ng old technology and their competitors have already made use of the latest technology. Kasi kunyari nga naman, closest rival mo, direct competitor mo, nakaka-produce sila kunyari ng 1 million units of their product a day because of this new technology, of this new equipment. Ikaw, ang napoproduce mo lang 100,000 kasi sinauna, Jurassic yung equipment mo. Diba? So you're giving away a lot in terms of output. So ang mabebenta mo lang 100,000 kasi lang yung mapoproduce mo. Yung direct competitor mo, makakabenta siya ng 1 million. Okay? So these are the reasons why a company should always benchmark din, tinitingnan niya ano ba yung technology na ginagamit ng mga yan. Bakit sila nakakapag-produce ng 1 million a day? So what's hindering us to produce also like that? Kasi malaki naman yung customer base natin. Tapos siguro kaya yung iba, doon na sila lumilipat doon sa competitor natin kasi equal kasing ganda naman yung product natin ng product nila. No question about that. Mas maganda pa ngayon sa atin. Okay, so things like this, di ba? upgrading so that the company can be able to produce more, okay? Or produce quality products, nababawasan yung wastage, nababawasan yung defect. So, tingnan mo naman guys, kunyari yung old equipment natin talagang sira-sira na, tapos ang wastage, ang defect, 50%. Oh, di ba? Kasama din yung cost ng raw material na nasisira, labor, okay? Indirect cost, kasama. Down the drain kasi 50% yung wastage. Okay, so isn't it about time that the company upgrades? Diba? Otherwise, guys, continue lang na mag-hemorrhage yung company ng ganong klaseng product. Okay? All right. So I hope that's clear, guys. Thank you for asking that question. So, syempre, guys, pag okay yung management, tinitingnan nila yan. Kasi importante yung investing activity ng company. I-invest sa long-term assets. Okay? Kasi lifeblood ng organization yan eh. Kung lalo na sa isang manufacturing company na talagang gumagamit sila ng latest technology or newest equipment, tapos kung hindi sila nag-upgrade, okay, chances are guys, ang daming magiging potential losses, okay? And not only potential losses due to defects of the goods because their machines are already old. Okay, laging nahihinto. Pag huminto guys, yung buong nasa production line, sira. Okay, so things like that, guys. So management should be very sensitive to things like that, and they should study investing more in latest equipment, newest equipment. Okay? All right. Thank you for those questions, guys. I hope clear siya. No? Okay, so okay na tayo, no? Saan na tayo? Okay na tayo, guys. Ang acquisition natin is 48,850 and that balances our increase in cash of 2250. With that, guys, ready na tayo. Ready na tayo i-construct yung statement of cash flows natin. Okay? And I already gave here the pro forma, yung pro forma ng statement of cash flows natin. So of course, you start with the name of the company, Advanced Technologies, statement of cash flows for the year ended. Okay, so this is a period for the whole year 2020. Okay, then we have here three main components, three main parts: cash flow provided, cash flow used, cash flow used. Bakit provided ang ginamit dito? Kasi guys, operating net cash yan, net source of cash yan, net source of cash. Or, so this is the cash flow provided. Ito naman, si investing cash flow used. Si financing cash flow used din. So pag negative, used yung ginagamit natin. No? So andyan yung tatlong yan. Okay? Alright, so we have here yung sa operating, lagyan ko lang dito ng to guide us, no? Operating is not ilagay. Okay, i-ano ko lang to. Okay? Operating, and then we have here investing dito. Tapos we have here financing ito. Okay, so dapat lalabas tong tatlong to, no? Single out sila. Operating, investing, financing. In total siya. Then we will have the net increase in cash. Dapat dito ilalabas yung 2,250. Tapos i-add natin magkano yung cash at the beginning so that we should have the correct cash balance at the end. So ina-account natin kung paano yung galaw ng from 45,000 to 47,250, which was an increase of 2,250. Okay, so let's do this, guys. So, what's good about doing this now, ang dali na kasi kukunin na lang natin yung mga values dito. No? Okay, so let's start. Net income after tax. Okay, so it will be equal to this one. So I'm just picking the values. And then net depreciation and amortization. Okay, add. Okay, then we have changes in working capital. Okay, if you recall from your accounting, guys, ang working capital is current assets and current liabilities. So ito yung current assets and current liabilities natin. Okay, kasama po pala to. No? And operating dito. So this is your AR, accounts receivable. This is your inventory. This is your accounts payable. This is your accruals. So yung apat na yon ang papasok dito sa changes in working capital. So si AR, 13.5. Okay, so ang dali na guys, ano, kasi tinama na natin dito yung mga ano kung source of cash or use of cash. Okay, si inventory, 6750. Yan, nakasulat, no? Increase in accounts receivable, increase in accounts in inventories, and then increase in accounts payable, ito yun, 45. Tapos increase in accruals, itong 2250. Yan. So those are the items in the operating. Ayusin ko lang itong there. Alright, so i-net lang natin yung ano, yung working capital, changes in working capital. This is the sum of this four. Okay? Copy natin yung format nito para, okay, negative, no? Negative yung changes in working capital. So we will have to add natin tatlong to. Is equal to sum. Sum yung net income, depreciation, at saka yung total dun sa changes in working capital. Okay, 72,838. Does that check, guys? Does that equal our 72,838? Pareho, no? So dapat pareho yan, guys. No? They should be equal. Okay, pause sandali. Any questions so far? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mika. Okay, pause muna. I might be going too fast. Okay, and for those of you who are copying this, okay, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Hans. Okay. Sana ginagawa rin nyo rin guys sa Excel nyo, no? Okay. Any questions dito, guys? So, inayos lang natin format para, ano naman, para in good form naman. Sayang lang naman yung knowledge natin sa accounting, no? Okay, thank you. Okay, next, we go to investing activities. Investing activities, isa lang naman, no? So, acquisition of fixed assets is equal to that one, 48,850. And then lastly, yung financing activities. Ganun din, guys. Ito. Nakalagay lang din. Increase in short-term investment, increase in notes payable, increase in long-term debt, at saka dividends paid. Okay, so dito natin ilagay para may isang total tayo for financing. No? Okay, notice na accounting, ano? Gusto natin itong mga totals na to for operating, investing, financing, nakasegregate siya. Okay, increase in short-term investment, ito yon. And then, ito, so that's your increase in notes payable, increase in long-term debt. Okay. And then the dividends paid, 43,300. Okay. So we now add up our financing activities. We should get the same kasi dun lang naman yan. Okay, so we have now transferred all our individual yung operating, investing, and financing. Any questions so far, guys? Paki-chat muna. I'll pause muna kasi baka may mga questions kayo. Kindly chat, guys, kung may questions. Okay, sige. Okay, sorry guys kung tuloy-tuloy ako. Taas ko lang ng konti, guys. Yan. Okay, so for those of you who are copying, okay, who are not yet done, sige. By the way, guys, don't type the numbers. Kailangan nakalink dito. Para kung sakaling may mga changes tayo dito, automatic magre-reflect siya dito. I'll give you 1 or 2 minutes to construct your statement of cash flows. Okay, which one, Ada? Any specific part you want me to repeat? What I meant was, some of you are doing this, no? Ginagawa nyo to sa yung sa Excel sheet nyo. So, kindly do this now, no? So that in case na may mga hindi kayo tumatamang answer, ma-resolve na natin. And when you're done, guys, kindly chat na lang na done na so that I know if I'll continue already. Paki-chat na lang, guys, kung ready na. Ha? Okay, thank you, Basti. Okay, thank you, Eva. Let's wait for your classmates. Ada, thank you. Thank you, Mark. Okay, how about the others, guys? I'll give you a few more minutes and then we finish this. Thank you, Mika. Thank you, Kristen. Okay, thank you, Mario. Okay, so a few more seconds, guys. Okay, so let's proceed, guys. So we have already isolated yung tatlong elements natin dun sa statement of cash flows. Cash flow provided by operating activities, cash flow used, notice open and close parentheses, by investing activities, and then cash flow used by financing activities. Okay, so let's now compute for the net increase in cash. So sum lang to. Parang ginawa natin kanina to. Okay, so this is your 2250. Okay, and then magkano yung cash at the beginning of the year? Cash was 45,000, di ba? Okay, 45,000. And then if we add then, okay, 47,250, which is this one. All right, so that's very good. Okay, Tapos tayo, any questions, guys? None na. Okay. Si Basti, thank you so much, Basti. Yung nag-raise ng hand. Yes, Basti?
Then, sir, just want to re-clarify po.
Yes.
Yung sa acquisition ng fixed assets, saan po
Okay.
where did we link? Where was the initial? Okay, never mind.
Ito, goal seek
I
natin
didn't,
yan, no?
no, I didn't see it. I can see. Sorry, my
ito
bad,
to?
sir. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
No,
okay,
no,
it's
no,
okay.
no, sir. I meant the yung kasi I was wondering kung bakit po negative yung sa fixed assets. And then I realized nandun pa pala po sa initial cash flow statement natin.
Ito?
My bad, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, oo. Kasi
My bad.
ano siya, yung acquisition siya, that means the company bought, no, assets. So
Yes.
that should be a use of cash, no?
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you.
But thank you, Basti, for clarifying. Okay? So, salamat, no? Okay, may questions pa, guys? Again, don't be ashamed to ask questions. May ano pa ba? May questions? Alright, so wala nang question guys. Tingnan natin to ha. One quick summary. Okay, so this is how we construct our statement of cash flows. You should have the balance sheet of the current year and balance sheet of the previous year, and then the income statement of the current year. Okay, if we lack any of those guys, then we will not be able to construct our statement of cash flows. Sabi natin, ang inaano natin dito, yung sources and uses of cash from operating, investing, and financing activities. So where do we start here? Ang suggestion ko, mag-template tayo, no? Kasi you notice guys, pag inano natin template and then we just convert this into, alam na naman natin to, ano ba to, yung 13.5 na to, it's accounts receivable. Okay, increase in accounts receivable. Then ilalagay na lang natin dito, no? Increase in accounts receivable. And then just get the numbers there. Okay, so this is, for me, it's a very efficient way to do things, no? Okay, so dito pa lang, chine-check na natin kung okay na ano natin yung balance natin. So parang working, ano natin to, working, quote-unquote, working paper. All right. So sabi natin, we start with the net income after tax operating, but we have to adjust that for non-cash expense. And in the event that there's any non-cash revenue, that should be subtracted. All right. Then, so we go through the balance sheet one by one. Dapat alam natin kung operating, investing, financing yan. Generally, guys, kung money investments, interest bearing, so papasok yan sa financing. Investment naman in fixed assets or property, plant, and equipment, dito yung papasok sa investing. Okay? And how do we know it's a source of cash or a use of cash? If it's an asset, if it increases, it will be a use of cash. Therefore, ang opposite niya guys, kung bumaba yung assets, then it will be a source of cash. Okay, so as I said a while ago guys, you only need one. No? Ay, wait. Allah, sorry. Didn't we generalize? Oh, wala dito ah. Didn't we generalize, guys, kung use of cash or source of cash? My bad. No? Wala, no? Okay, so let me just generalize that. I thought nagawa ko na to. Okay, so kasi we might tend to ask, ano ba to? Source of cash or use of cash? So my general rule dyan, guys, madali lang yun, no? So ang general rule is that if you're dealing with assets, so we have assets, no? If your assets increase, then this should be a use of cash. In fact, guys, ito lang yung kailangan yung rule na matandaan, no? Kasi the rest will flow from this one. So, like, kung ito alam natin, then madali natin makonclude that if assets decrease, syempre opposite lang yan, no? Then it should be a source of cash. Sorry, nakalimutan ko itong i-discuss kanina, no? Buti na lang review natin. Okay, then, guys, if we're now dealing with liabilities and equity, liabilities and equity, no? If it increases, then, syempre guys, opposite lang dapat ng assets yan. So an increase in liabilities and equity will be a source of cash. And then here, no, liabilities and equity go down, then we know that this is a use of cash. Use. Okay, so that's the summary, guys, no? Ito yung, as I said, guys, itong rule lang kailangan natin, ito lang. Kasi if you know this, guys, the rest will just flow from this. Okay, you can construct it on your own pag alam natin itong assets increase is equal to use of cash. Okay, so going back here, sabi natin this is the pro forma, and dapat yung mga totals natin dito Pag positive siya, this is cash flow provided, no? Pag negative, cash flow used, depende dun sa activity. So the three activities, yung total, yung net cash flow niya, should equal the change in cash. So dapat pareho siya dito sa 2,250. Okay? Pag magkaiba guys, then sabi natin, you have to determine kung ano yung variance, saan nagagaling yung variance. Pag mas malaki to, ibig sabihin overstated yung cash flows natin. Pag mas maliit, ibig sabihin understated. So you have to find out and try to see. Ang mga common mistakes guys, yung sa net fixed assets, okay? Pinari, dun kinuha sa net fixed assets, magkakaproblema tayo dun. Dapat kukunin nyo dun sa at cost, no? At the original cost. And then once you have this guys, ano lang, diretso na dito. Okay? So just identify kung net income after tax, then add back depreciation, and then changes in working capital, yung mga increases in AR, inventories, then kung may prepayments, accounts payable, accruals, etc. No? Okay. So be sure to have one line for your total operating, total investing, total financing. Right? Then in net yan, you'll have this 2250, yung net increase in cash. Add back nyo yung opening, and then you get the ending. Okay? I'm going to send this file also together with the video. Okay, so let me stop recording.